As a young lady, as a young guy, it is very important that when you're in a relationship with someone, especially at that early stage, you learn to observe the person's words, actions, mindset, thoughts pattern, the way they react when they are angry, the way they reason, like the way they see things. You ask the person questions, ask questions about the person, especially when this I'm talking about people that are in a serious relationship. It is very important that you just observe and investigate. Why is this very important? Because it will save you a lot of things. Like if at that early stage of that relationship you're able to realize a lot of things that you know that you cannot tolerate from a partner in marriage, because you got to know about those things on time, you will be able to say no. You'll be able to come out of that relationship. But when that relationship has now matured, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years in one relationship, and you now realize those things that you don't want in a partner late, it will really hurt you to leave that relationship. You find it very difficult to leave that relationship. So it's very important that you do the right thing at the right time. Get to know your partner early enough. Don't forget that you can never know it all about a person, but there are basic things you need to know and understand about a person before you say I do. In today's episode, I'm going to be enlightening you guys on tips on how to avoid getting hurt in your relationship. But before I begin, of course, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also like and comment on my videos as well. Thank you so much for that. So what are the tips on how to avoid getting hurt in your relationship? Number one, stop trying so hard. Stop breaking your own heart by trying to make a relationship that is obviously not working to work. You're trying to make it work, but obviously it's not meant to work, or it's not working. And but still, out of for your own reason, for various reasons, you just keep forcing and trying your best to make that relationship work. You should not do that. If not, you end up hurting yourself. As someone that is in a relationship, you need to understand that you cannot force someone to care about you. You cannot force someone to be loyal to you. You cannot force someone to be the person you need them to be. So stop trying. Stop trying so hard to change whoever it is you're in a relationship with. You need to understand that sometimes the person you need most is actually the person you're best without. You also need to understand that some things are meant to be and some things are just not meant to be. You have to learn to accept some things in this life. Another very important tip is that you need to understand that sometimes it's better to move on than to hold on to someone that doesn't deserve you, someone that doesn't even understand you. Do not lose yourself in the process of trying to fix something that is meant to be broken. Even if that relationship has ended, it is better for you to move on with your life than trying so hard, breaking yourself, losing yourself, all in the name of trying to fix a relationship that is actually not meant to be. And then you're only hurting yourself. Just move on. You need to understand that you cannot get the type of relationship you need from someone, the relationship you need from someone who is clearly not even ready or willing to give it to you. Not ever force anyone to love you, to stay with you. Whatever will be, will be. Even in the face of breakup, in as much as your heart has labeled that special someone as the person you're meant to spend the rest of your life with, I understand it's really hard. But you have to understand that that person is no longer that special someone anymore. So you have to accept that so that you're able to move on. Because if you don't accept the fact that that relationship is over, you keep on hurting yourself, feeling bad. Before you know it, you're going to give room for depression and other things, which is not necessary. So once you're able to accept the fact that that person is no longer that special someone, your heart will be able to let go and you'll be able to move on with your life. You might not understand now, but with time, future is going to make you understand that There is actually a reason why things didn't work out in that relationship. So even in the face of a breakup, do not lose yourself. Do not hurt yourself for any reason. My dear singles, honestly, it is better for you to be alone and happy, than to be in a miserable relationship, because it will cost you a lot. Whoever sees you as an option instead of a priority does not deserve to be a priority in your own life. As a woman, if you're in a relationship with a guy and he's your everything, but he sees you as nothing, you put a lot of effort into that relationship to make it work, but he sees you as a desperate woman. In fact, he turns all your efforts to weakness. My dear, that is the true definition of a toxic relationship. And in order for you not to hurt yourself the more, you need to come out of such relationship. My dear singles, never ever keep awake thinking about someone that is busy sleeping with someone else deeply. Never ever settle for less. Never ever settle for something you know that you can never accept. Something you know you cannot handle in marriage. Do not accept it in the relationship stage. My dear singles, leave that person that is taking your love for granted. Someone that doesn't even love you back the way you love him or her. Love is meant to be balanced. You love the person and that person loves you. Love is not meant to be one-sided. And finally, to wrap everything up, the last tip I'm going to be giving for this episode is, dear singles, it is better for you to be single and happy, alone and happy, than to be in a relationship, a toxic relationship that will lead to marriage and make you cry forever. Do not ever settle for anything you cannot handle. Do not ever forget that, of course, if you want your relationship to work, you have to work for it. You have to put effort, make effort to make that relationship work. But in the process of putting effort to make your relationship work, don't end up hurting yourself. Don't end up losing yourself as a person. So it's very important that you learn to balance these things. Have an understanding of how a relationship works, what you need to do and what you don't need to do in that relationship. Sacrifice is very important in every relationship, but do not lose your mind. Do not lose yourself, lose everything, all in the name of sacrifice in a relationship. So it's very important that you apply wisdom in whatever you're doing. Follow your heart, but at the same time, follow your heart with your brain. So be very careful in decisions you make in your relationship, and don't forget that you need to make the right choice if you want to be in a serious relationship that will lead to marriage, so that you don't end up having any regrets. So stay positive in your search for love. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching my video today. Thanks so much for listening, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Also like and comment on my videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you in another episode with Rusi Baby.